Yat en yedishni dole di kwa njanago o athi abinibiye. She yaha tachi ni e nishtin do tsinachini e bashishin ashche dashiche ado ya idane tachi ni e dashanale. She yaha jolana bige kropa yenishia. Do e yisi na shahado et sahot so et na shahot and e kwa. Hos do de eke hashti go at de quishi nafe ako she yaha alaje not ani nishlinkwa at the Phoenix Indian Center tabadi nigo. So greetings to each and every one of you. I greeted you in my beautiful heritage Dana language. I belong to the Red Running Into the Water People clan, and I'm born for the Blackstreet Wood people. My maternal grandfathers are the Red Bottom Cheek, and my paternal grandfathers are the giant people of the Red Running Into the Water people. I come from a beautiful community up on the Navajo Nation. It's called Rabbit Brush. It is about 3 miles north of the Fort Defiance Indian Hospital, if you've ever been there. But I've been here in the valley for over 20 years. Came here to go to school. I was supposed to get my degree and then go back home, and I'm still here 20 plus years later, engaged in this wonderful community that has become truly important to me. I serve currently as the CEO of the Phoenix Indian Center. I'm in my 4th year, and it's been such an exciting journey. And this morning, I'd like to start us off with land acknowledgement, followed by a blessing. We were very fortunate to ask a relative of these ancestral homelands to open us up. So I want to welcome you to these lands and invite in our acknowledgement of the wisdom and existence of Indigenous people. Here at the Phoenix Indian Center, we acknowledge the ancestral, traditional, and contemporary homelands of the Akimaawatam and the Pipash peoples. And we recognize them as the original inhabitants of these lands that we occupy, that our office sits, that our homes are located on. This area is their ancestral homeland, and it is through their generosity and the caretaking of these lands over time and their resilience that they have impacted our communities and will continue to do so. We acknowledge their grit, their integrity, their strength, and their contributions to all of us that thrive here, right, through economic development, health, wellness, education, etc. I would like to invite each of you to continue to work together and acknowledge this traditional homeland that we occupy. Furthermore, at this time, I want to recognize and support sovereignty for Arizona's 22 tribes and the many tribes that have traveled through these lands over time, including my own, the Dene Nation. I'm humbled to be here today sharing in this moment in a time where I, as an Indigenous woman, is able to wake up, be grateful, sharing gratitude, this space that we occupy, and to be able to open up such a wonderful, important service for our community. At this time, I would like to welcome up our elder to our community, Mr. Robert Stone, who is going to provide us with the blessing this morning. Thank you for being here.
Ramai Masma, I am Chugik Bobby Stone, Robert Stone. Everybody knows me by Bobby. And the bomb that I by Akamarat Majod. Okay, I'm the geek of the Kaijeda. The one that I shall be Chugik how much Kamia Joe the Dam, the Pai Chugik the Hooky from autumn. If walk with the Joe the Witch of Kama Hookajaga, a go Kamachi, High Chugga, Hamochi. My name is Bobby Stone. I'm from Peter Indian Community, Akmanatam. I'm honored to be invited here to provide the blessing this morning. And as was spoken about our ancestors being here, and we're still here. Our ancestors paved the way. Our ancestors are still resting here on this land that we stand on. They gave us the blessings and the power and knowledge to continue what we do today. And we always, in deep respect, honor them. That's what I said in my Akmaratam language. I'll do the Ba'ak, the eagle feather fanning of the land here, and then offer up a song and then a prayer to go with this. So I'll do that. In Akmaratam, everything is counterclockwise, our dancing, anything we do. So if you notice that, that's what our ancestors and my elders have taught us to do. This one autumn Uhiginye bird song is one of our many Oriole bird songs, and this just happens to be the Sibanyavaki we call in Akmaratam. In English, it's the Casa Grande ruins out by the city of Cubich. All of our ancestors lived there, farmed there. All those things that are necessary in life, they did there. And the song is about a wind coming out straight of the middle of Sibanyavaki, going up. I envision a whirlwind, and that's what the song sings about, coming out, turning into like the shape of a rainbow up in the sky, and heads over south to where Picacho Peak is. There's a mountain across Interstate 10 from Picacho Peak, that where this wind shaped like a rainbow comes and touches on top of that mountain. And that's one of our ancestral songs. If you'll join me in prayer now, please. Natagam Mamaji Tasha Chiopihaichuk. When I go on to the Kamachi Tash, your high trust yoga at Kamachkamaga. Chipkin. Ögai Chipkin with the march with Chug at one side to be Chuik. Was good go Chuik at Kamachi Tash. It's good to be mass Tash Donnery of to be Dami Joe. It was make sorry. Sapa be Chuik the guy. It's up at that the gap. Well, so we get how much from them. Took how much from R. Sapa high to Hugger. Bus high to a daughter come, was up at the bus, which was it. Up at I the near up by the worm to come out. Sapa Chuik, the Joe would got nothing. How much could they them? But to be Joe, a key ear go up. How much is sorry? Must up Chuik. A word that he armed it. At the Yoga, look at your food. Ah, boy, home. But how much come away? Let's get the gun. What's up?
Makulam, good morning. How's everyone doing? I am Jason Kutroitu. I apologize, the monsoon wind didn't blow me in fast enough and to get past rush hour traffic, so I'm a few minutes behind. There we go. But it's great to see you all here this morning. I'm honored that Jolana asked me to say a few words and to kind of help with today's event. I actually have a 35-year history, I'm dating myself now, with the Phoenix Indian Center. My first experience with the Indian Center was as a youth, going through the youth program, and that was where I got my first job. I worked I was placed at the Governor's Office of Affirmative Action back then, and I was able to work 2 summers. And through the Phoenix Indian Center, I actually received my first 2 college credits in high school as well. So we go way back. Fast forward, I've done many projects and events. I've been a contractor for the Indian Center. We've been blessed to produce the annual Silver and Turquoise Ball, which you might be aware of, that great event that happens every year and happening on October 18th, so mark your calendars. But it's just been a joy to come back, to volunteer, to be part of the organization and continue to be part of this family. It's a special place in the valley. It's a special place for many of us urban native people. And it's a good touch point. It's a great touch point. So it's just a blessing to be here and to celebrate with you all this grand opening of the brand new building here. I know it's been a long time coming, and there's been a lot of challenges and ups and downs, as you all know, when you move to anywhere new. Nothing ever happens as planned, but here we are today and very excited to be with you all. It is my pleasure to introduce someone who already took the podium, but I want to give you a more formal introduction. Jolana has also been part of this organization for quite a while. She's been a program manager and she's moved her way through the process here. And we were lucky enough 3 years ago for her to become our new CEO of the Phoenix Indian Center. And I have to say, we should give her a round of applause. She has done an amazing job in just 3 years in terms of elevating the presence of the Phoenix Indian Center in the community. She has really elevated the touch point with the community in terms of the amount of activities that the Indian Center is doing. And so you're gonna hear a little bit more inside. We won't keep you outside too long, but we'll hear more about the different programs and the different staff members that are part of the success and the future of the Phoenix Indian Center. So with that, it is my pleasure to introduce Jolana Bigay-Kropa.
All right, thank you again. I want to just spend a couple of minutes to thank some very important people this morning regarding this really special event for us. First off, I would like to thank our Phoenix Indian Center Board of Directors, many of which are here. Can you please give a wave, our Phoenix Indian Center Board of Directors? Thank you so much for your leadership, your support, and being behind what the Phoenix Indian Center stands for. Secondly, my sincere gratitude to the Phoenix Indian Center team. They have worked so hard and helped prep our move. They've been here as we got settled in our new space. We are truly a strong team. There's 38 of us. I'm so thankful to our team who continues to stick by my side as we moved through this amazing journey. Can you please help me in giving the Phoenix Indian Center team a round of applause? Wave your hand, team. Here, all over, they're here. I also want to thank our longtime supporters, our friends, and our important stakeholders. Without them, this move wouldn't be possible. The work that we do in our community would not be possible. I see a lot of familiar faces this morning. I'm grateful for all of our friends and our supporters of the Phoenix Indian Center. I'd also would like to take some time to say ahihat n'tskago to our community. Thank you to our community for allowing us to do the work that we do for you. There is definitely some obstacles and challenges that we encounter, but truly coming to work each day is for our community. This has definitely been a journey, moving even a quarter mile up the road. This is a new chapter for the Phoenix Indian Center. We have increased our square footage, so at our last space, we were right around 13,000 square feet. This building that we're in right now, we are at 21,000 square feet. So there's definitely an opportunity to allow us to increase the work that we do and increase our impact in the community. Over the last several years, we also increased in the number of team members. We've created some brand new positions. You probably have seen them posted. We have a dedicated team. So that's really also an opportunity for us to increase our impact. We've increased programming with all of the opportunities like expanding our square footage. We have secured additional grants. We have secured additional partnerships with our friends in the community that have allowed us to continue to do the work that we do. We stay very close to our mission. Our mission is, as the oldest American Indian Center, we serve as the hub for the advancement of our urban American Indian relatives with culturally relevant essential services and programs. With this new location that we're in, we want to continue to provide the important work that we're doing, increase our scope of services going forward. As you know, Phoenix has the largest urban concentration of Native Americans. And while the census doesn't entirely depict the accurate number, we know that in Maricopa County, we have gained the highest number of American Indians that reside here in 2022. We're right around 133,000 relatives in Maricopa County. Here at Phoenix Indian Center on a yearly basis, about 200 tribal nations come through these doors that utilize our services. We know that we have a very young population, and majority of our relatives are considered the working poor. The need is great. It is not getting smaller, which means that centers like the Phoenix Indian Center are crucial. They are important so that we meet the needs of our relatives here. That is something I wanted to share with you. We have endless possibilities. This is a brand new chapter. Thank you for coming out to us today. At this time, I would like to call up our board president, Deandra Benali, to share a few remarks. Then we will go from there.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Sean. And I just wanted, can you hear me now? Yeah. Now? Okay. I'll yell a little louder. Well, again, welcome everybody. Thank you. Good morning. Out at Dennis Shea, Deandra Benali, and Shea. Jose touching you. Shinado Tohe, Ling A. Bashashin, Ado, Torjin A. Dishache, Do, Not Kaihiji A. Dishmala, Lay Not Ani, Nez Adi, Shiao Adi, Adis, So thank you again. Good morning to all of you here. It's great to see the wonderful smiling faces here, and it's really, truly has been a journey for the center to open its doors in this new location. And again, on behalf of the board of directors, it's an honor to welcome each of you here as we welcome you to our new home. Today marks a significant milestone in our center's journey, a journey that each of you has shaped in a wonderful way. This wonderful new place will enhance our ability to serve our communities and pave the way for continued growth and impact across Arizona. First, again, I want to really emphasize and thank how this happened to everyone who's made this move possible. To our amazing center team led by Jelana, just the work and the tireless work that they did to put this move together and the transition. It definitely wasn't smooth, and we know all the backstories to that, so thank you for that. And again, to our incredible board of directors for their leadership and for their vision and guidance throughout this process. And all those directors, past and present, who had a hand in this whole transition. And to our outstanding partners, as well as our supporters, who have stood by our sides throughout the history of the Indian Center, as well as to all the members of our Indigenous families and brothers and sisters who we serve each and every day, but those who have history with the center, as Jason shared his story of how he became a part of the center as well. So thank you. As we celebrate this grand opening, it's important to reflect on the rich history of the center. Established in 1947, the center is the oldest continued American Indian Center here in the U.S. It's really because of the vision and the extraordinary leadership of Leon Grant, a Omaha tribal citizen who recognized the need for a community hub of Native Americans who are migrating from urban to the urban areas due to the federal law of relocation act of 1956. So for 75 years, our center has existed. We have grown to adapt, we have grown and adapted and expanded our services to meet the changing needs of Native American families, children, youth, and elders and communities throughout the valley. This new location symbolizes more than just a building. It symbolizes the long-standing and continued commitment to supporting and empowering Native Americans here in Phoenix and throughout Arizona. With this move, we open the doors to great and new opportunities. This space has been thoughtfully designed to foster collaboration, creativity, and innovation. It will enable us to expand our programs, enhance our services, and build even stronger connections with those we serve. We are excited about the opportunities that lie ahead and the positive impacts we will continue to make. One of the most exciting aspects of this move is the opportunity to strengthen our connections and partnership with organizations like Native Health, who share our vision and our values. Together, together we can provide more comprehensive, holistic support to our clients, addressing their needs through a truly meaningful way. This move is just the beginning of an exciting and impactful journey ahead. Thank you for your support, for your attendance here, and your commitment to the Phoenix Indian Center. Together, we will continue to make a difference. Again, welcome to our new home. Akiha.
Thank you, Deandra. And thank you for your leadership along with the rest of the board of directors. Speaking of which, we are going to go ahead and do the ribbon cutting now, but I do want to let you know we do have a few more guest speakers that will be inside, so if you can please hang around. We're going to have some wonderful remarks from the governor's office with Jason Chavez, our director of tribal affairs with the governor's office, is going to say a few words. So we hope you will join us inside for that as you take a tour and get to see the new Indian Center. So with that, can I please ask the board of directors to please come up for the official ribbon cutting? And Director Chavez, can you come up, please? Thank you. please make your way off to the left. You'll see the balloons on that end. That's the entrance you'll use to begin your tour. And again, we're going to say a few more remarks inside, so please stay with us as the program continues. Chavez with the Governor's Office on Tribal Affairs. Director, if you want to come up and say a few words for us, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's Director Jason Chavez again with the Governor's Office on Tribal Affairs.
Thank you, sir. Skuksiatic. I heard one. Skuksiatic. Good morning. Anyanyap Jogik, Jason Chavez, Obamachuk Samigo Kikim, Jukakuk Jukshan, Donald the Nation. Good morning. My name is Jason Chavez. I am from the San Miguel Village in the Jukakuk district of the Donald Nation, and I serve as Director of Tribal Affairs for Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs. I bring greetings on behalf of the Governor and want to thank you for inviting me to be a part of this very special occasion with all of you. For over 75 years, the Phoenix Indian Center has served as a pillar in the community, providing support and training and workforce development, prevention services, youth programming, and civic engagement. It has played a key role in revitalizing Indigenous cultures and languages, but perhaps most importantly, it has been a safe place for Indigenous people to connect with one another, to learn from one another, and to support one another. As the oldest continuously operating American Indian Center in the United States, the volunteers and staff here at the Phoenix Indian Center have improved the lives of countless Native Americans. You all have served as a reminder to all Arizonans that Indigenous communities are indeed our past, our present, but they're also our future. This new and expanded facility, first of all, is gorgeous, Joylana. Congratulations. I'm excited to see what the space is transformed into for all of the workshops and classes. Maybe fry bread classes? I don't know, is there a kitchen, Joylana?
Not yet.
Not yet. Coming soon, that's phase 2, right? But it's going to allow the center to enhance the services and to support the urban Indian population in the Metro Phoenix area for another 75 years and beyond. So, Joylana, to you, to the board, to the staff of the Phoenix Indian Center, the volunteers, and the larger community, on behalf of Governor Katie Hobbs, congratulations and best wishes on your continued success. Thank you for the important work that you're doing to create an Arizona for all. So thank you.
Thank you, Director. At this time, we have another special guest representing the state, and I'd like to invite up Senator Teresa Hataqui. Oh, is she here? I don't think she's here right now. Okay, we're gonna keep moving along. We do have Speaker of the Navajo Nation here with us. So can I please ask Crystalline Curley to please come up? Thank you.
Yeah, it's good morning to everyone, all of our relatives that are here. It's good to be here for a wonderful celebration with all of my urban Navajos that are here and also our relatives within the tribes. Crystalline Curley, Nishya, Sanjakina Nishla, Tkohetlini, Bashishchin, Kia Ani Dashiche, Dilka, Kia Ani, Dashanele, but Mado Sana Nishla. Don't lay Sohan, Holihedet, ACA Adet Nasha, Dodina, Din Ishla, Besh badas ane be woji hiki e bayashtke. Do ishlak go tratna zilibit katna shwoiki e tanana do tatlagaides. Do bistol Asian deshki jetes. Nazlina do dak ehelana e hut Asiana nishish do kashia belagana ketche e kitche deho desi. Good morning, everyone, my relatives that are here. I just explain my identity as a Navajo woman. I am of the Clifton-Welling clan people, Senjikine, and all my Ishihe relatives that are here, my Deshkijni. Good morning, brothers and sisters. And I come from the rural part of the Navajo Nation, central area with near Chinle, Pinyon, Blue Gap area. So that's where I'm originally from. So last night I came in, I drove down, and I couldn't miss this celebration because it's a huge accomplishment for our urban relatives that are here. And congratulations to the Phoenix Indian Center for finding a new home. And just in Navajo thought, with something new that comes, you know, it's a blessing in itself that you're moving towards a great direction through progression of healing and also restoration of our families. So this is a momentous an occasion where we're celebrating new beginnings and new blessings. And just as this morning was mentioned, each one of us has a connection with the center, and I do as myself as well. A few years back when I was an undergrad student at Arizona State University, I used to come to the center. And Kodoshi Yaj, I know he's retired now, Mr. Freddie Johnson, Yaj with the snow. And he used to ask me to help him with his language and also culture class, because one thing I came over and I said, okay, I want to learn what this program is about, your classes. So I used to come after school or either after my part-time job and come to the center and just to volunteer and to help. And that was a time when I was running for Miss Navajo too. So it was a good experience of connecting with all my relatives and being able to make flashcards of, you know, just different things that our kids can learn in our Navajo language. So just remembering back then, I remember it was a real tiny classroom, and it was all mismatched chairs and and just the old school chalkboard. But this is from then to now. It's amazing to see the upgrades, and you know, our people deserve this. Our relatives deserve this, because many of our relatives move off of our nations to go into our big cities for jobs, for schools, or just even better opportunities. And being able to have that safe place where it feels like home. For me, it felt like home, because I could see, you know, children laughing, hearing the Navajo language, and just see that kinship. And this is the place where it creates that space, a safe place where everyone is invited, everyone that can feel when you're missing home, and this is a place where to go. And that's how I felt. So it's really amazing to be back here. And in Navajo, we've always been very supportive of the Phoenix Indian Center. I know there has been numerous appropriations that we made in grant funding to the center, because we do want to extend our resources, and Navajo thought is that you can't leave anybody else behind. And that is the mentality that we continue to carry forward, that we have to be inclusive of everyone. So I just really want to commend my colleagues on the council, previous councils that made contributions throughout the many years. And also, talking about safe places, our people can now have something to enjoy and something to look forward to the resources. I know even the Phoenix Indian Center at times serves as command centers during crises. I know, like just recently, throughout this past year, we had an alarming issue of detox centers for our Navajo people were being trafficked down here to the centers for sober living homes. We had that issue in Phoenix Indian Center automatically lent out a hand and said, we want to help. how can we bridge that gap between the communication between our relatives and also their tribal governments back home. So it's a momentous event to be here, and I always looked at Phoenix Indian Center as our 111th chapter of the Navajo government. In Navajo, we have 110 chapter governments, but we always consider Phoenix Indian Center the 111th. So it's good to be here, celebrate, and also commending the staff, Kadosha, Jolana. I know she has that compassion and that heart to keep the center going and to make it for another 70 years, 100 years, 200 years, because our native people are not going anywhere. We're always going to be here, and all of these lands are already our Aboriginal lands. It's just making the best use of it and making it feel like home wherever we go. And I just want to say thank you again, and I'm very honored to be here on behalf of the 25th Navajo Nation Council, and congratulations. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Next up, we have one more special guest, and that is Hope Craig Corlew. And she is representing, or she's the board chairwoman of the United American Indian Involvement, which we may also refer to as the LA Indian Center, so a sister organization here to celebrate this grand opening with us. So please welcome.
Hope Craig to Hajib Kados, I'm of the Muskogee people. Can you hear me now? I just greeted you. It's our greeting to say good morning, but it translates, I hope you made it through the night okay. I'm excited to be here. I told Jolana I was trying to surprise her. That didn't work out. But I am so proud of this organization. I'm proud of you. I want to thank your board of directors. And as being the board chairwoman, your board, they must believe in you, and it shows. Look what you guys have done. You've worked together to accomplish this. United American Indian Involvement, we just celebrated our 50th anniversary. So I know what this means. You guys have been here for, 74 years. This is just an honor to be here to represent as the chairwoman of the United American Indian Involvement. On behalf of UAII, we want to say congratulations. Ilimahi, well done. And I also want to give you a heartfelt thank you from me. Jolana has been an extreme support for me. There has times where I will call. I have sat in her office. I have cried. That's what this is all about. So I hope that people see our relationship, that we must do this work together. There is a lot of work to be done in Indian country, and we must do it together. I consider Phoenix Indian Center as our sister organization. We are going to do this work together, sister. We're going to keep, breaking down doors. We're going to be the subject matter experts. When Congress needs to know about urban American Indians, they're coming to us. So with that, I want to say, Mado, thank you all for welcoming me here. I'm spending part of my time in Arizona. I just started law school at ASU.
All right.
So Indian country is about to gain another attorney. I've already given one. My daughter's an attorney. She practiced federal Indian law, so they don't know this one speaks very loud.
And you coming.
But again, thank you, and it's such an honor. It is truly an honor, and I'm nervous too, but it's such an honor to be here today. But,
Thank you. Thank you for being with us today and representing the LA Indian Center. I just want to recognize in the crowd, and if there's any other dignitaries that are here that showed up, please let us know. But we have State Representative Charles Lucking here. There you go. Thank you for being here with us today. At this time, we're going to do a quick PIC, or Phoenix Indian Center overview of the program. So in order to kind of keep the ball rolling, instead of introducing each one individually, I'm going to ask the program managers as they call you up to come up, and they're going to say just a quick few words about their programs and highlights about what they do here at the Phoenix Indian Center. So can I please ask...
Prevention Program Manager with the Phoenix Indian Center and the Urban Indian Coalition of Arizona. I've been with the Indian Center now for almost 5 years. I hit my 5th year on September 30th. But I've had all my time in prevention. I've been a specialist, a coordinator, and then a program manager. And I'll pass it to my co-program manager.
Hello everybody, good morning. My name is Kyrene Yazi. She'e Kintuchini Nishla, Tamasani Bashichi, Yaani Dashe, Tachini Dashinella. I am also Navajo. I'm from Kayenta, Arizona, so I grew up on the Navajo reservation, and I'm a prevention program manager. We're such a large service area that they needed 2 of us, and we're actually still growing. Our specialists and our team are still growing to this day as we get more grants. But I have actually started, same as Kennedy, I started as a specialist in prevention services, and then I moved up to a coordinator, and I've been in this role as a manager for the past 2 years, with a total of 4 years being with the center. So it's good to see all of you here. Our primary focuses in prevention are in youth substance use and suicide prevention in our American Indian communities, both of which are a huge issue within our communities, and so we implement different strategies and activities to reverse those, lower the risk factors that we see in our communities, and increase those protective factors that we see in our youth. So some of the services that we provide are community education classes. We also have suicide prevention trainings as well. We have 3 different types that we offer. One of them, we actually had a Safe Talk training here yesterday, so we were able to train 12 new people in skills to identify the signs of somebody in a mental health crisis and how to address that person appropriately and get them to the services that they need. So those are a couple of the services that we offer. A lot of it is funneled through the Urban Indian Coalition of Arizona, which we meet on the 4th Tuesday of every month. So if anyone would like to work and collaborate with prevention services or PIC services, I highly encourage that you look into the Urban Indian Coalition of Arizona as well.
In addition to all that programming, we also do curriculum-based workshops as well. So we offer Living in 2 Worlds, Parenting in 2 Worlds, and Gathering of Native Americans. I did recognize a few of our participants, a few of the schools that we collaborate with, so I'm glad to see all of you. But before we wrap up, we do want to introduce our team. We have a very large team. You might see a few of them out in the community, but we have 2 coordinators on our team, and we have about 7 specialists. And they're all over here to our left. So wave, everybody. Thank you.
Can you hear me okay? Yes. Yeah? Okay. It's good to see you. My name is Olivia Hendricks, and I am a member of the Donna Autumn Nation. I am actually 75 cents Donna Autumn and 25 cents San Carlos Apache. So it's good to see everyone here. I've been with the Phoenix Indian Center going on, this year it will be 18 years that I've been with the Phoenix Indian Center. So it's been a great experience, it's been a great journey. I was working in adult ed and assisted over 100 individuals in getting their high school equivalency diploma, and then kind of rolled over into workforce. So I've been in workforce for the past, I want to say 7 years. I am the program manager, and what we do here at the Phoenix Indian Center is we assist those individuals who are in seek of employment, whether they're needing work experience or training, on-the-job training. We do assist those individuals. We do have our site here in Phoenix, and then we also serve Coconino County. So we do offer a full wraparound service. We do have our workforce team that assists with our case management. We have our job readiness trainings. We have various trainings offered throughout the year. So if you or anybody, if you or you know anybody in your family, relatives who need that training, send them to us. We do have the funding. Over the past several years, we have assisted over 270 clients with training, equaling over $1.1 million for training. So, and we've also assisted over 235 individuals with employment. So we are very excited. I have a very good team with me. I don't see any of them here, so I know that some of them scheduled some appointments, so they may be helping them. I don't see any of my team here. Yeah. They're here. And then we have James out in Flagstaff, so we have a site out there. So yeah, just to give you a little bit about our program. So we're really excited to move forward and to offer those additional trainings, and that also offer the additional employment services. So thank you very much.
Alicia, good soldier in Shia. Good morning, everybody. My name is Alicia Good Soldier. I'm an enrolled member of the Navajo Nation. I also am a relative to the people of the Spirit Lake of Fort Totten, North Dakota. I currently serve our community as the Language and Culture Program Manager here at the Phoenix Indian Center. I've been here for almost 3 years now. I also do a lot of work with our Silver and Turquoise Ball and our auction, so donate. I also want to recognize our small but mighty team. We have Cami, who is our coordinator, and we have Iona and Candace, who are our specialists. So we are a small but mighty Dene team, women, so you know stuff gets done. Right? So our LNC programs, we service over 2,000 Indigenous relatives throughout the year. And our goal is to ensure that our relatives are can continue to stay connected to their language, to their culture, to our spiritual practices. We know that a lot of them don't have that access, and so that's what we really try hard to provide here at the center. Some of the work that we're doing includes offering our Navajo language classes, we're offering cultural workshops, we're offering various cultural events. We are connecting our youth who are being served across our programming with our Indigenous elders. They want to be called the young elders, so that's what we call them. I know there's several of them in here. I really want to recognize them because they do incredible work. So if you're in here, raise your hand so that we can recognize you. Every month we're offering elder luncheons so that our relatives have a place to connect, to create kinship, to have that safe community with each other. So we welcome you to join those as well. We are really embarking on some incredible programming. So I think things that probably have not been done before in an urban Indigenous setting. Right? We are offering that cultural and spiritual connection for our young people. Thanks to the support of the Navajo Nation, thank you for your advocacy. We are offering a coming of age series for our young men and women, Kinalta and Tache. It's a series of workshops and teachings so that they can have that foundation as they make that sacred transition into adulthood. And this is just the beginning. We have so much more work that we're doing. We appreciate all of you for your work. Appreciate our CEO, our Natani, for allowing us to be visionaries. And so I appreciate you. Yeah. Thank you.
1 minute. No. Hi, everybody. I'll hold this close. My name is Jude Shorthair. I am the Civic Engagement Coordinator for the Phoenix Indian Center. I've been in this role for about 3 weeks or so. Previously, I was the specialist, and prior to that, I worked with a number of tribes in Arizona and outside of Arizona on civic engagement, on community engagement, and different activities of working with various communities. I am a member of the Acoma O'odham community, Gila River. I come from the small village of Hashankook, which means cactus standing, but I'm also born for my father from the Dene community, that I am born for the Bitterwater clan. So I know I have a lot of relatives. When I go out and engage in the community, they always make sure they identify me as their auntie, their sister, and the relationship I have with them on both sides of my community. I'm very proud of who I represent. Mr. Stone, I don't know if he realized it, but he sang a song. It's one of the Oriole songs. There are about 44 songs in that series. They come from northern Mexico all the way up to the Red Mountain, which is the Salt River Indian community. And those songs are sung at different times in different series. And the only reason I know that is my late grandmother, Eunice Antonbach and Blaine. They were the original singers of those songs. And when my brother would be growing, 5 or 6 years old, we sit around them and they sing those songs. They come back to you when you hear them. And if you go out to an event or a festival or a blessing, they're so special. Just like the other tribes here, they have that connection to their community. So for civic engagement, a big overview, but the key words for us are one, civic, as we all know, government, interaction, providing information to our members and relatives about what is happening in their community, in the city, and in the government. And making sure we provide them accurate information. A lot of the people in the community trust the Phoenix Indian Center to make sure that they are accurate, make sure that they're forthright in giving them correct information, regardless kind of what side of the fence you're on. But that's really something we try to continue to expand here. The other word is community. Community engagement, and the center's been doing that for a while. And you'll see this whole list of community activities that they do. Candidate forums, MMIP, Arizona Diamondback Native American Day. You can read the list here. The one thing about community engagement at Phoenix Indian Center, it really is driven, it really is implemented by all these staff, program directors, coordinators, our specialists. They step up and lead those events. They step up and say, I will plan that with you. We will be at the events. That's one thing I really like about this organization, is their staff is involved in every one of these events. Our leadership is there, but it's really run by the staff, so, excuse my voice is kind of going. But that's something as far as community engagement, and we're expanding on that. You know, trying to identify in our urban area how special those activities are. So when you come to our events, I hope you do, you will recognize all our staff. They're doing their work, and they work very hard, and they really uplift our organization. One last thing, I am a very small department. We hired one civic engagement specialist now. Raise your hand, Shelby. She's also very new, but she's learning. And my goal is to hopefully expand this area going forward, because there's so much communication that we need to do in our community, bring people along. And I know, as some of the people have spoken, Phoenix Indian Center is a strong leader, and we can always do much more.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to point my speech out, have about 3 pages. My name is Warren Coombs. I am half Creek and half Navajo. My clans are the Beaver and the Saltwater clans from those 2 tribes. I usually joke that I'm Creek by birth and Navajo by census. But so I'm not Quentin Begay, sorry. In case you're wondering what happened to Quentin Begay, as he was introduced earlier. But he's out sick today, sorry, and I gotta put the side of my mouth, sorry, so you can hear me. So I'm actually the director of programs here at the Phoenix Indian Center, and I have the privilege, and it is definitely a privilege to supervise these amazing staff members here, these program managers. They make my job really, really easy because they know what they're doing. And I just get to kick back and watch all this work that they do. So I make a plug for the S&T auction. Help us out. You know, donate some stuff, go to the auction. That's how we run our program. We are a nonprofit. So anyway, sorry. So I want to talk about the youth program because Quentin's not here, but he's the program manager. There's a staff of 3, but we have 2 vacancies that are being filled next week. But we do have 1 staff member here. She's Taylor Susan. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about youth services real quickly. They do a lot of work. So they have what's called a college and career readiness program. Is basically what this is all about. It's really about trying to help youth, high schoolers in particular, figure out what they want to do after high school. So that's what our college and career readiness program is really about. So we start with different activities. One, we have a summer college prep program where we partner with with ASU and help sponsor their Inspire Camp, which is a week-long camp in the summer where students actually go and live in the dorms, stay on campus, go through a lot of workshops and help them understand what college life is all about. That's one of our activities. We do a lot of cultural activities like beadwork, drum making, ribbon and shirt making, just different activities that we can help try to instill some culture back into a lot of our urban kids' lives that don't have that piece in their lives right now. We do a mentoring program at 4 high schools. We meet with those once a month where we send our staff into these high schools. We mentor a group of high school kids from each of those schools. We have a 7-lesson curriculum that we go through with them throughout the school year. Then we have college and career activities such as we help educate high schoolers and their parents about FAFSA. I don't know how many of you have ever done FAFSA, but sometimes it drives you crazy. So we try to help students understand what that's all about, and we also try to help their parents understand how they need to also fill out those forms for their kids to go to college. We also have virtual college fairs, and by that I mean we set up college tours virtually. For example, I think we went to Haskell College, Fort Lewis Junior College, Tohono College, where we partnered with them, and then we went online, and then as our high school students logged on, they were able to actually virtually go to each of those colleges. We had a staff member from each of those colleges tour their college on campus online. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good experience for those students, but that's something else that we do. And then we also have our job readiness training program. So in that, it's a 2-day job readiness training for high schoolers. Basically, it's really sort of more life skills and more about educational planning for the future. And that feeds into our summer and winter youth to work internships that we have. So we have them go through our job readiness training, and then during the winter break and during summer break, we provide internships at multiple employers around the valley, where they're able to go there and work for about 3 to 4 weeks, depending on the schedule, and get paid, learn what it's like to be on a job. So it's been very, very, very beneficial to our high school students. Then we have what we call Youth Leadership Day. Sorry, but we do a lot. And then that Youth Leadership Day, we actually partner with ASU again with their Recharge program that they have annually, and we send a lot of our students to go there and learn about youth leadership. And we also have our own Youth Leadership Days where we partner with different organizations. Like one year we partnered with the Coyotes, and we had a day with the Coyotes, but we also had some tribal leaders come and talk about leadership and what that means, and what students can plan for in the future. And then we have one of our highlights is our final youth council. And final doesn't mean that's the last one, it's an acronym for, now I'm gonna lose it. Future Inspired Native American Leaders. I got it. So in that, we have a youth leadership, the youth council that applies to be on the council, and we review the applications, and we interview them, and then we select the youth council for each year. And this year, we actually have a youth council membership of 36. So it's a big council, so we're excited about that. But in that youth council, they have the ability to learn about civic stuff. They learn what it means to be on a council, just in case they want to go home and be on their tribal council, or into the state legislature, or become a member of Congress. The whole idea about being in a council and following Robert Rules of Order and such, and knowing how to act and perform in a group setting. So in each of those, though, we also have subcommittees that do some work. We have a civic engagement group that we're just starting this year, so we're excited about that. We have a prevention subcommittee that several of the high schools will provide a prevention, substance abuse prevention presentation somewhere. So we have that planning out. One of our highlights is our MMIP work, our murdered, missing indigenous persons work that the youth council does. They do a lot of work. They have an annual walk in April, and they just do a lot of advocacy on MMIP and try to get the voice out about that situation and advocate on behalf of families. One of the last things that we do is a fall ball showcase, which is a football showcase camp and a volleyball camp in the spring, early summer, where we get about 120, 150 students come out for volleyball and football. We have partners with different colleges that come coach the volleyball. We have partners with some ex-NFL players that come and help run our football camp. But the whole idea is to try to expose our Native American athletes to colleges, universities as recruitment efforts. So we're really happy to say that actually we did have several volleyball players get recruited by junior colleges and played this past year. And we had a few of our football players also get recruited by junior colleges and were able to play at different junior colleges in the valley, or in, actually, yeah. But anyway, that's sort of what our youth services does. They do a lot of work. Like I said, they're a small group, but they do a lot. They partner with a lot of other groups. So that's it. Thank you.
Before we move, there is one program that I want to make some recognition for. They don't do direct program delivery, but they're on the back end of our team. So we have our Director of Operations, Bree Marshall. I think she's probably running around, but Bree oversees the operations of the Phoenix Indian Center. She is our go-to for this move. She took this under her project. She did an amazing job. Under her, she has the communications team who is really instrumental in our outreach. If you see on our social media channels, our webpage, there is a whole team dedicated to that. They don't have program that they implement, but they sure are good at putting our information out. I want to recognize our coordinator. This is Levi Long right here doing work. And his team is Aiden and Bailey. Where's Bailey? Is she in here? She's probably running around. Giselle is also our events and outreach coordinator. She's running all of our events. So there's a lot of people on the back end that help us do the great work that we do. And I want to recognize all of those team members at this time. All right, thank you.
Okay, well, we have one more guest speaker we'd like to invite up, and this one is a special guest speaker, mainly because they are sharing some of the space here at the new Phoenix Indian Center building. They are a great friend and partner of Phoenix Indian Center, and that is the Tana'atam Community College. So at this time, I'd like to invite up Dr. Stephen Shoemaker, President of TOCC.
Kiksialik, good morning. I'm Dr. Stephen Schoonmaker, President of Tohono O'odham Community College, and it is great to see all of you here today. It is my pleasure and honor to be here with all of you in celebration of the opening of the Phoenix Indian Center. The center is also home, as we just said, to Tohono O'odham Community College's Phoenix Center, and we are actually sitting in one of our classrooms. And then we're also in another classroom. Oh, you can't hear me. How's that? Is that better?
Yes, wonderful.
Yeah, never give a college president a mic. That's what they say. So anyway, we're in one of our classrooms, and we're also celebrating refreshments in another one of the classrooms. So we are thrilled to have you here, thrilled to be a part of this center. 25 years ago, Tohono O'odham Community College was established to serve the higher education needs of the Tohono O'odham Nation, to enhance our unique Tohono O'odham Himtog, to strengthen our people, families, and communities, and to transform lives through holistic, high-quality education, research, and service. As part of this mission, the Tohono O'odham Community College Board of Trustees approved the establishment of the Skikik Mashkiki Many Houses Phoenix Center in July of 2018 for the purpose of serving Tohono O'odham tribal members in the far north parts of our lands. We first opened our doors to students in the fall of 2019. And I would just like to acknowledge one of our esteemed Board of Trustees members who is here this morning. She also is a member of the board for the Phoenix Indian Center, Trina Parvello. Trina, thank you. As an accredited land-grant institution, Tohono O'odham Community College is committed to serving any and all tribal members who seek a better future through education. Since 2020, Tohono O'odham Community College has provided a tribal college promise of a free education for all federally recognized tribal members by waiving our tuition costs and absorbing the costs of providing students access to course materials. We have grown as an institution of higher education from serving 400 students to an enrollment surpassing 1,300 students for the first time this week. As at the Phoenix Center, we have grown in the past 6 years to now serving 350 students here. About 25% of our total enrollment is here at this center. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge Cassandra Scott, our director. Cassandra? She is the spark plug that keeps this place going for us, and we are so grateful for her. Also, we only have 2 staff here at the center at this point, and the other person is a wonderful addition to our staff, Teresa Jackson. She is not here today. She's celebrating her daughter's birthday, but we do want to acknowledge her as well. We also serve as the accreditation sponsors for San Carlos Apache College and support their students and services as well. So the Tshoshin, our core values, are critically important to us as an institution. And one of those values, Aiwimta, working together, seems so fitting to highlight this morning. We are working together with the Phoenix Indian Center. And we were both in the old location, but we were on different floors. And we were always saying, oh, you need to go to the Phoenix Indian Center, go up to see them. And when I was hearing the descriptions of all the programs that are done here, it fits so well with our vision and mission as a community college of serving students, workforce development, language and culture, civic engagement, youth programs. These are also what we are interested in and what we are trying to accomplish in partnership with the Phoenix Indian Center. And we are very happy to be now combined even closer in our partnership with the Phoenix Indian Center, and I see a great future for us together. We have a motto for our college, our dream fulfilled. But what we truly know is that our dream as a college will never be fulfilled until the dreams of our students are fulfilled. Sapeo, thank you.
Thank you so much. I know you're all getting antsy to start touring the center, so we're gonna wrap it up here. But before we do, I don't think Bree was in the room when you gave her a call out. So Bree Marshall, can you please wave your hand?
Come up here,
This
Bree.
is Jolana's right hand here at the Indian Center, and she was extremely instrumental in this move from the old building to the new building, and she did a phenomenal job. And we just want to give her the love and respect and thank you for all your hard work. Congratulations. And we also want to, I heard a little birdie mention, as Chef Nella's over there. Chef, thank you for providing our food today. Today is Chef Nella's birthday, I hear. So let's sing happy birthday to her. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chef Nella.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We are going to do some quick raffles before Jolana comes up to wrap it up. But how many are we doing? 3. We're doing 3. Oh, we're doing 7. We're going to do 3 right now. So I'm going to have Bree pick out. All right. First number ending in the last 4 of 6048. 6048. We're doing gift cards, so look at those raffle tickets. Macy's gift cards for $100 each. All right. So again, the number is, I'll read the full number, 823-6048. 6048. Going once. Going twice. All right, next. 823-6050. 6050. Do we have it? All right. Next one up is 823-6045. 823-6045. And the last one for right now is 823-6009. 823-6009. All right, we're good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do 2 more. All right, next number, 823-6044. 823-6044. Going once, twice. 823-6044. All right, next number up is 823-6053. 823-6053. Okay, we're gonna keep going. 823-6018. All right. Got a winner there, and our last card, 823-6049. 6049. Yep, we got a winner back there. Okay. And then we have 2 gift bags from TOC. 823-6013. 823-6013. Yep, we have one winner coming up. And the final gift bag donated by TOC is 823-6062. 823-6062. All right, well, there you go. Okay, well, I think this is going to wrap up our formal presentation. We're going to get ready and do some tours. Please grab some food. Oh, wait. We're going to do some quick tours here. Thank you, Jolana and Bree, the entire Phoenix Indian Center staff. Let's give them a big round of applause for the work that they do here in our community, continuing to uplift us and provide the resources, programs, and services. The center absolutely holds a special place in my heart, both professionally and personally. It has been a big impact for me. So it's been an honor to be here and help you with this today. So Jolana.
Thank you, Akihat Jason. Thank you again to each and every one of you for coming out today. It is just a wonderful, wonderful feeling to see all of our friends, our supporters, our partners, our stakeholders, our community members. We are in this together. We have a lot of work to do. We are so excited about this wonderful space that we're going to share with you. And so I'm going to pass it over to Bailey, who has organized what our tours are going to look like at this time. But Akihat Ntago Kwanahano Yanagit Edayego Eyahaba Hewinson Ado Benache Eyaha Nasko Yego a date Idole Nihit the Nepa a date and I could ego and hit and has Thank you so much.